on how technology has really changed the education sector, and of course, what to expect as soon as you register to be a part and parcel of Open University of Kenya.
That's right. And just before we went into the music, he was giving us some of the core principles of the university. But please continue, Prof.
Thank you so much, Mariam. So I mentioned the first as inclusivity, and the second, which is hot on the heels of that, is access. Because once you've enabled as many to come over and enroll, then you must have them to access the technology, the content, and the programs. So at the Open University, we have put together very robust technology to enable all the learners to access our content, our programs on the go. We have curated this content in such a manner that you can access it using different media, different devices. And it is not so heavy in the sense that you can use even 4G technology to access this content, because we are alive to the various levels of access capabilities across the country. And therefore, we at the Open University invite the young, the old, anybody who wants to access our programs, ranging from undergraduate all the way to the PhD, which we are soon launching, to come and enroll. We already have several students who are learning online, over 1,400
That's amazing.
registered, and we are only just 1 year old.
Very good numbers.
We have tens of thousands who have expressed interests, and we are following up to ensure that they get enthusiased enough to join the Open University of Kenya. So this issue of access, you may ask, what about those who don't have the bundles? What about those who don't have the computers?
Or
Wi-Fi
even internet.
The
in general.
internet, precisely. You see, we are now talking about digitization and digitalization. The government itself is extending internet to every part of this country, to every ward. So in that sense, we are creating an awareness that you don't need expensive devices for you to access our programs. All you need is a smartphone and internet bundles, which we are negotiating with our service providers to make them affordable. Various ways of making our internet affordable is to do what you call whitelisting of our sites. Whitelisting means those sites where our materials are hosted, our content is domiciled, including the library and digital content. The students who are enrolled can access these programs and content without incurring very high bundle charges. That is a concept that we are pursuing, and we believe we are going to get a breakthrough with our service providers. And that will enable many of those who are our registered students to afford in a more meaningful way to go through their content without incurring very high costs.
Yeah, there's a lot that we can talk about, but I'd like us to touch on strategic priorities guiding the university's growth and development, because being the pioneers of such a space and the environment around it should also project that in future that maybe there's going to be a higher absorption rate of students, or also just making sure that we get to use technology for advancement. Kindly talk to us a little bit about your growth and development.
Very good. Good question. Thank you, Brad. Strategic goals and how we want to move the university next level. Yes, right now, our goal is to diversify and expand our programs, because we have realized that our 7 flagship programs certainly are not covering the interests of our clients. So we have developed 20 additional programs ranging from machine learning, artificial intelligence, postgraduate in cybersecurity, masters in data science, masters in business and entrepreneurship, in other courses which the interests has already been established. So that is the first key strategic objectives, to expand and enroll many students into these new programs. Because with 7 programs, we already have about 1,400 who are enrolled. And now with 20, you can multiply that and you'll see that in the next 1 year or so, we'll be talking of big numbers,
Yes.
5,000 or so. That's the first key priority, to expand the program base, including the ones I have mentioned. The second important priority is demystify the concept of university. Being a relatively new concept even in our country, we want to ensure that everybody understands open education, open university as a public university like any other, offering quality education for everybody. Those who didn't have a chance, those who want flexible mode of delivery, and those who want to work while they are learning. That demystification is the second principle, second important strategic objective.
We're going to hold a pin on that kidogo too as you
Yes.
get deeper into growth and development.